Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Kintaro is a sub-boss who will most likely prevent you from ever challenging Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2. One thing the CPU does a lot in Mortal Kombat 2 is throwing you around the arena when they're close enough. And Kintaro will grab you even if you try jumping away. Sadly, his talents haven't been seen as much as the rest of the MK characters throughout the series, but today I'll be showing you 10 awesome facts that you probably didn't know about Kintaro, so sit back, grab onto your scrote, and let's begin. Number 10. The reason why Kintaro looks more like a Shokan combined with features of a tiger is because he is part of the lower class Tiger clan of Shokan. They're very different from the more elite class Draco clan that Goro and Shiva belong to, and even though he is the only Tiger Shokan to be seen throughout the franchise, it is very likely that there are more of his kind out there. Sadly, this doesn't make him better than Goro. Goro is still known as Prince of the Shokan race, and he's won many Mortal Kombat tournaments than anyone else throughout the series. And in the Malibu comics, he fought against Goro and lost. It wasn't much of a fight since those comics ended fights within a matter of 2 hits, but he just hasn't gotten the kick-ass treatment he deserves. Also, he can't even swim. Yeah. Hopefully he does get a much bigger role in the next MK game, and he damn well better be playable as well. Number 9. Kintaro was originally going to be a warrior that looked like a tiger and only had 2 arms instead of 4, meaning he wasn't even supposed to be part of the Shokan race. But I'm guessing that since he was going to be the new sub-boss, he had to look more menacing and stronger than Goro, so they scrapped this look but use his tiger-like appearance combined with Goro's race, and presto, we got Kintaro. Number 8. In Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Kintaro is said to be more stronger and more agile than Goro, making him the better replacement for Goro. And in the original storyline, after Goro went missing, he vowed to take revenge on the Earthrealm warriors responsible for Goro's disappearance. But in the new timeline, it appears that Goro doesn't even like Kintaro at all. So much for trying to avenge the Prince of all Shokan. Number 7. In Mortal Kombat Deception's Dark Prison stage, you can see that Kintaro has been locked up like most of the fighters in this stage. This was the first time we got to see him in a 3D sprite. The last time we saw Kintaro was on Mortal Kombat Trilogy, but that's only because that game was meant to include every single character from the previous MK games. Number 6. Kintaro is one of the very few classic characters that never made an appearance outside of the games. We don't see him in the animated series, he hasn't been shown in any of the live action movies or in the live action series, nor has he even been mentioned in any of them. It really makes you wonder why he has so little recognition when he was known as the toughest sub-boss in all Mortal Kombat games. In fact, after so many Mortal Kombat games released, Kintaro has only been playable in Mortal Kombat Trilogy and Armageddon. Number 5. In the Conquest mode of Mortal Kombat Deception, you can find Kintaro in Earthrealm, but if you get too close to him to try to interact with him, he will disappear. The reason why he'd be seen on Earthrealm could be because he went to Earthrealm with many of the Tarkatan warriors to try and invade Earthrealm for the Emperor Shao Kahn, but it could just be an Easter egg instead. Number 4. In Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, before you take on the Emperor Shao Kahn as the final opponent, you get to face off against Kintaro. He's not as tough as you'd expect, but when you finish him off, you get to pull off his arms and then his head. But what's even more insane is that after you finally get to take on the Emperor, you can actually pick up Kintaro's head and throw it at Shao Kahn. Now that's fucking brutal. Number 3. In Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Kintaro has a unique move that completely stands out from everyone else's special moves. Kintaro's Shokan Roar can heal a small portion of his life bar. This could become very useful, but it can also leave you open for more punishment. Either way, it's still cool to see that he has this unique perk. Number 2. Kintaro makes an appearance in the Mortal Kombat X comic book. He stands by Shiva's side most of the time, and he also gets to lead the Shokan and Oni warriors to battle against Kotal Kahn and his forces. Sadly though, he gets easily taken down by Cassie, Jackie, and Sonya, who were possessed at the time. Sonya rips off his head just like he gets his head torn off in Shaolin Monks. But sadly, right after he gets killed off, that's when they are no longer possessed. Now that's a damn shame for Kintaro. Here's something viewers probably didn't notice though. There was a small mistake drawn in the comic book. The moment Kintaro begins fighting against Cassie Cage and Jackie Briggs, you can see that Kintaro only has 2 arms instead of 4. I guess it was a little distracting since you got Cassie pulling off the punch to the dick splits move on Kintaro. Number 1. Kintaro's ending in Mortal Kombat Armageddon is probably the best of them all in my opinion. After defeating Blaze, a thunderous voice offered Kintaro 4 magic swords and each of them would be infused with the power of any warrior of his choosing. Kintaro resolved to give the weapons the powers of fire, ice, chaos, and order. And as if wielded by invisible hands, each sword targets the warriors that possess these powers and slays them. The vanquished souls were transferred to the weapons and there they will reside, with the powers of Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Havoc, and Hotaru at his command. None will challenge Kintaro and live. And with that said, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please leave a like, share with others, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to click on the little bell icon next to the subscribe button to notify you of every new video that gets uploaded to the channel. And if there's a specific video you'd like to see, just leave it in the comments and you might just get to see the video you were hoping for. Also, follow me on Twitter to find out which videos are up next and whatever random posts I make. But anyways, I'll see you all tomorrow, and remember to have an awesome day.